Hey guys, Richie here, outside again, as it's quite light, even though it's about 9 o'clock. It's not going dark just yet. That won't last long. But yeah, thought I'd do another review. I've done my Alex Cross one yesterday, and I've just read and finished another book today, at home, at work, and back at home again. So recently I found out there was an 8th Demon Headmaster book, which I never knew about, so thought I'd get from the library, and then I thought, what the hell, let's just buy them all. I got this whole set for a tenner on eBay. So no, Amazon, but yeah, £10 for 8 books. I thought, why not? You know, I absolutely loved the Demon Headmaster when I was younger. One day I'm going to rewatch it and probably do some reviews for that. But yeah, 2017, they effectively started again, back at a school with new characters. No mentions of the other characters at all, just these new three and some others that become part of their group. So I did read that in 2018 or 19, I think it was. I got it from the library then. And I thought I'd just start with it, save the original 6 for last, read this, and then the next one, book 8, is just the most recent one. And yeah, really enjoyed it back about 6, 7, 8 years ago, and really enjoyed it now. So coming out in 2017, you get a lot of modern touches. So you can see on the cover there's drones in the sky. Here's the internet, his website, which has its, the Demon Headmaster's powers in. I'm sure there's probably an app as well, although apps weren't quite as big in 2017 as they are now. And of course, good old-fashioned hypnotism, through his eyes. Because yeah, to anyone who never saw or read Demon Headmaster in the 90s, the Headmaster can hypnotise people when he takes his glasses off. Funny, you should be so tired so early in the day. And then yeah, really cool hypnotic sound, special effects, creepy music, all of that in the show. And yeah, you totally picture that reading the books as well. So yeah, the Headmaster's back at a school. I'm pretty sure it's not the same school as the original, it's just a school. These are totally new characters. No mentions like Dinah or Lloyd or Harvey or the others at all, and I'm not surprised. It's just a complete fresh starting point. I won't reveal spoilers of what leads the Demon Headmaster to get there, but you don't know. You get his previous adventures, where he's of course at school in the very first book. Then his, as he says, his plans. He's got far greater plans. So something's happened and he's back here. But I think that's just the idea. Just ignore what's happened. He's just here, and that's it. So yeah, it's all more modern, and it's basically him plotting to take over, impress the Prime Minister, because the Prime Minister's visiting now. Spoiler for the first 2 books, The Demon Headmaster and The Prime Minister's Brain. Plot 1 was just him at the school, and plot 2 involved book 1 was the school, book 2 involved the Prime Minister. Basically, the Demon Headmaster was trying to arrange a meeting, but it's not as simple as just showing up at Downing Street. And this kind of feels like it's a reference to both those first 2, because the Prime Minister's doing a visit, but the Headmaster can't just simply hypnotise him on the spot. He's got to bring his people there, etc. So yeah, the school's got to be run perfectly, and it's just really cool the way you see the things he does, because in the original ones, he'd hypnotise people, tell them things they'd remember, whether it's facts, so everyone get best grades at school, or believing he's a marvellous man as the best headmaster ever, or just everyone believing he's completely trustworthy even when he's in other jobs, like in a genetics lab. In this it's a bit different. He's basically got the entire football team brainwashed to act exactly like actual matches. Now, I'm not sure if that's physically possible or not, but it's a cool reference to Barcelona beating Bayer Leverkusen 7-1 and Messi getting 5 goals. Basically, one of the main characters in this ends up playing exactly as well as Lionel Messi did. So I guess his hypnotism is really that good if you can actually go from being terrible at football to Lionel Messi as I assume 12-year-old. You've got that. You've got the main character Lizzie able to recite Shakespeare. You got the former thuggish guy who's now a super nice, able to speak in 3 languages. You've got one of the girls running a perfect coffee machine, all sorts of coffees and hot chocolates. So it's just stuff like that, which is quite cool. Something a bit different to what we had before. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the next one. Oh, and just look at that back. $7.99 RRP, and I got 8 of them for not much more than $7.99. So it's always good to buy physical product. And again, so I say physical products are good, because I've got no idea what these would cost on something like a Kindle, but I imagine it a lot more than the set I bought. So yeah, basically, again, spoiler for the ending right now. You've been warned. The Demon Headmaster is beaten. They basically mess everything up. So they all just work together to sabotage each other's parts, beat him. He does indeed hypnotise the Prime Minister, and all of his people are with him, but the whole thing, unfortunately, is being live streamed. Again, a good part of it being modern is that you can obviously live stream through Insta and things like that. So he gets beaten, and then the official word is that he's sacked, but he just disappears for all that to happen. That's just officially where he's gone. And of course he's going to be back, no doubt, in the next one. Total Control. No, this is Total Control. God, I can't remember. But yeah, the next one, which I will be doing soon enough. So next book will be the next Warhammer book, Era of Ruin, from the Flames of Betrayal book. But this is like the one I'm reading at home. Rather than reading a selection of short stories again, I'm just going with this one because that is pretty thin, only about 200 pages, and could be a fun short one to read in the meantime. So yes, that's it. So anyway, back to Steam Headmaster. Really good book. I wouldn't say it's the best of all of them, but I love that it feels a lot more modern. And I know there was a TV series based on this around 2019, but COVID basically wrecked the plans for their second series. I'd assume that's maybe the book 8 is actually a bit older, would have gone on, maybe not long after the show's done, who knows, but the whole thing fell apart, and I don't know if Gillian Cross is doing more books or not. If she's not, it's cool. I never expected to ever see it again in 2017, so it's a great series. Genuinely creepy show at times with its powers, and just in the books it gets quite dark when one of the stories they didn't adapt, and I think I know why. But yeah, so that's my review. Absolutely love this one. Great for a second read, and it's so short, just over 170 pages. Yeah, can't go wrong. I'm going to be hanging on to these books. Definitely they'll be, unless I'm going in the top, so I can get another bookcase. But yeah, I enjoyed the video, and I will eventually have another one up soon. I'm planning to get all of them filmed. Okay, so till next time.